What's going on, guys? JJ Wilson is here, and we got another JJ Starwind Corner episode 33. And lo and behold, I'm talking about Microsoft once again, because this news came out of nowhere, and it's rocking the gaming community by storm right now. Yes, I'm talking about Microsoft, them buying another major video game company out there. Now, I believe last year sometime, they bought Bethesda Softworks. Right, so Bethesda software company, they're famous for the Fallout series, as well as Doom and Skyrim, right? Now, Activision is another game company that they bought, Microsoft Activision. And Activision, they made games like Call of Duty, as well as Crash Bandicoot lately. They took over Crash Bandicoot from Naughty Dog, if I'm not mistaken. And that was like the latest Activision game I played on the PlayStation. And now, because of this major move, and if I'm looking at the article right here from IGN, they're acquiring Activision for approximately $68.7 billion, so close to $70 billion. Which is crazy. That's a huge amount to buy a video game company. Sorry about that. There you go. I had to put on silent. So yeah, that's huge. So I mean, now there's been some controversy with Activision lately because they got caught up in a scandal. Like, there were several sexual harassment claims made by the company last year. And looking at this other article from Verge, they got rid of as many as 30 people. 30 people mandatory left the company. Like, they voluntarily left. They pretty much quit on the company. And the company itself had to discipline 44 more people during last summer, which was July 2021. So it's a pretty big deal that Activision has had to deal with a lot of this controversial stuff involving sexual harassment claims from the opposite sex. So it's interesting because there are a lot of people going around saying that, you know, this guy's probably not going to be in the company very long. The guy that runs Activision, I think his nickname is Bob, and they're saying he's got to go. But I've yet to read any major articles saying he's going to leave once this deal is finalized. And the Microsoft deal with Activision isn't going to happen. The earliest it could happen is this coming summer in 2022. The latest is going to be next year, 2023. So it's going to be a while before this deal gets finalized. So that means it's a lot of negotiating and a lot of examining going on with this deal. So I know people are just, especially the ex-cons, the ex-kittens, the fanboys of Xbox, they're just going ballistic over this. They're making podcast after podcast after podcast, just acting like this is a real console war and, oh, it's over, guys, we won. Like, what are you talking about? Are you working for Microsoft? I don't see none of you guys with employee tags under Microsoft as if you guys are about to, you know, get a bonus check or something out of this company just because they bought another major gaming company out here. It's so funny to hear this, man. It's like, this doesn't really mean anything if you're like a hardcore Call of Duty player as is, right? It doesn't really mean much of anything. Or if you're into Overwatch, or you're into, some of the other games that they had? Oh, Candy Crush, which is like the mobile game. Like, you know, it's not a big deal for you guys. You're going to play those games anyway, no matter what console it's on. So it's not a big deal that Microsoft bought Activision. So yeah, y'all not gonna betray your favorite gaming series just because a certain company, you know, bought the very same company that you guys get the games from. Right? So, and I just did a video with the last episode talking about how Microsoft is changing, you know, its Microsoft Word software to detect woke words or words that are deemed controversial. And they could report on you for saying such words in their software, right? I just talked about that in the last episode. And now here I am talking again about Microsoft doing this major deal with Activision. It's crazy. It's something else, man. It truly is. I mean, I just looked at another live stream with this guy. I forget his name actually, but anyway, it's like a PlayStation site, or a PlayStation channel. They're just kind of going through like, man, what's Sony gonna do? What's Sony gonna do? They don't have the money like Microsoft has, because Microsoft's revenue is at 161 billion. Sony is only like at 80 billion or something like that. So what can they do? He's like, yeah, for right now, I think they should just sit back and just really examine what they could, pull off here as far as doing like a potential merger, or maybe they won't do a merger and stuff like that. So because of this deal with Microsoft, now it's saying series like Call of Duty is going to go totally exclusive to my Xbox now. Completely exclusive. If the deal really does go through. So it kind of makes you wonder, because I know in the past, like, some of us gamers, we were going after Kirby's, Nintendo Kirby's, for talking highly about Nintendo and saying that Nintendo is going to monopolize the gaming industry, and they can just buy all these companies up, right? But now we're seeing really Microsoft is the one doing this. They sold us Save Best, that's the game software, and now they're about to save Activision with all the controversy that's going on with Activision. So what do you guys think? If that's what's going on? Is Microsoft putting on the cake and they're having to save these companies from going completely bankrupt or going under, all because of conflicts and controversies here? Is that what's really going on? Because that's what it's starting to look like to me. Microsoft's like the big superhero saving all the smaller companies that are like in distress of going under and pretty much having to close down. That's what it looks like from a surface level. But then again, perhaps this is the future. Perhaps these companies have to merge with somebody bigger, so that way they can continue to sell their games and their product under one major network, which would be the Xbox Game Pass, right? Monopolizing off that, capitalizing off of it, and just making it bigger and bigger and bigger. So that way, no matter what game series you like, you have to go through Microsoft in order to get access to all of the perks. So that's just going to mean more microtransactions and basically one network to get all the perks of your favorite game series. That's what it's looking like. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this move from Microsoft, man. Do you like it, or you're indifferent about it? Me, I'm indifferent about it. Doesn't mean I'm just gonna jump right over and just start buying nothing but Xbox consoles, or just get a PC, which I could go into anyway. Just get a personal computer and just buy PC games now. But hey, it's interesting times we're in right now. Real interesting. So yeah, tell me what you guys think, and I'm gonna head out later.